the Talking Stick Resort Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. It's an NBA Wednesday night on ESPN and EA Sports as we get set for the Phoenix Suns, looking for a win here at home tonight against the visiting Denver Nuggets. As this one gets underway, what's the game plan here for the Suns?
No one fits any better to a system than Kenneth Faried fits with the fast-paced Denver Nuggets. Running rim to rim in transition, trying to block shots, on the boards at both ends, multiple efforts defensively. This guy fits in perfectly. If he was in an organization that emphasized half-court execution, he doesn't have a lot of skills to go to in that area. They're improving, yes, but that's not his game. His game is energy. And you know what? People say, well, what kind of skill is that? That's a very necessary skill in the NBA.
Jeff, for the Suns to make some noise, that explosive backcourt has to be big.
And I think it will answer the challenge, Mike. I like Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe. That pairing is going to be good in an up-tempo system that Jeff Hornacek implements. And then you've got the level head of Tyson Chandler to give direction and leadership to this very talented Phoenix Suns team.
That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. Won't go from outside the arc. Knight on the drive to the reverse, and Brandon Knight with the bucket.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
There's the pick. Adjust the shot and a foul. And he'll head to the line to shoot two.
No easy baskets, particularly for bad free throw shooters. That's a good foul, smart foul.
Oops, missed the first one. Nuggets fans excited about this kid Moutier, Jeff. This young talent is going to be something special.
With Ty Lawson traded, Moutier has the ability to get big minutes and play through his mistakes. And for any young player, that is critical. He has the right type of game and attitude to improve at a rapid rate. And I think Denver made a wise selection in drafting the young Emmanuel Moutier.
Boy against Bledsoe. Quick move to get inside. Foy jump shot. That's a two. Phoenix is leading Denver by a score of 6-4. Knight against Moutier. Here's the screen. Bledsoe fires for three with 2 left on the 24. Moutier in possession, down into the lane. Moutier's rejected. Whistle sounds, out of bounds, so it'll be Nuggets ball. Slams it home for 2.
The assist from number 4, Randy.
Quarter winding down, he just flips it up. At the end of the first quarter, it's all tied up. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night basketball here on ESPN after the break. As we begin the second quarter, we have ourselves a tie game. You kind of thought this was going to happen. 2 very evenly matched teams.
Very even contest to start out. Both teams playing pretty well. To get some separation, they're going to have to do a better job rebounding the ball.
Gallinari from beyond the arc nails the 3. Denver's 1 for 2 from 3-point territory.
Straight on 3, straight through the net.
Jeff, when people talk about the Suns, they talk about their great backcourt. But Markieff Morris might be one of the most unheralded players in the game.
Man, is he good. You know, he's known more for being a twin, how they share their money. What they share is talent. And Markieff Morris is a special talent. He can post you, he can isolate you, and he can shoot it deep. And when you have that competitive spirit, man, this guy is undervalued in our league.
It's blocked. Fareed fires with 3 on the clock. Denver's leading Phoenix by a score of 11-9. Knight against Moutier. Throws it down.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Moutier against Knight. Foy for 3. Bang! And Randy Foy with 5 points.
Excellent balance, beautiful release, knocked it in.
Knight into the front court. Goes to the goal. Oh, can't get it to drop.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
Here's the pick. Foy fires with 2 on the clock from downtown. Puts up another shot and a nice finish at the basket.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
Gallinari jump shot. Bang! Hits from downtown.
The assist from number 0, Emmanuel.
At the buzzer. And the shot counts.
2 points.
And that'll do it. First half comes to an end. The Suns down by 2. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Wednesday after halftime.
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by yours truly, Jalen Rose. The Nuggets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The Suns are within striking distance at the half, and that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
It doesn't seem fair to nitpick either team's first half performance, particularly when you consider how well each team shot the ball. In a variety of ways, these guys are battling back and forth offensively. It's made for an interesting game.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Eric Bledsoe hasn't put a single point on the scoreboard. He can't claim a single point that was scored by his team, but he can claim quite a few of the three-point attempts. It's been a disastrous game for him. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 3. Number 2. number 1.
Jeff Fareed is one of those guys. It's your type of player. You just know what you're going to get from him energy-wise every single game.
He doesn't play big minutes. Mike averages in the 20s, but you're going to get high motor minutes. He is going to run end to end. He is going to think every rebound should be his. He's going to come and try to block shots. I love the tenor and tone he sets for his team.
That won't go. The Nuggets with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Screen set nicely. Oh, he beats the defender. And Brandon Knight with a two-pointer.
Nice layup off the drive to get the easy basket.
Gallinari's looking to operate from down low. In the paint, count it, and the foul. Marquise Morris picks up his first foul of the night.
That's great body control right there. Finishes the shot and now goes to the free throw line.
Knocks down the free throw, and that completes the three-point play. Oh, excellent screen. Knight on the drive to the rim, and he draws the foul. Brandon Knight will go to the line with under 2 minutes to go in the third.
I really like when I see a team play smart offensive basketball. Get the ball to their great free throw shooter, get him in an aggressive attacking mode, create the contact, and get 2 free throws.
This is the second one as well. Moutier into the front court. To the basket, knocks it down. A two-pointer. 7-point lead for Denver.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Against Moutier, nobody near him, takes the three, puts it in. Phoenix is shooting 50% from downtown tonight.
Sweet stroke on that shot, Mike. It looked good as soon as it left his hand.
Fires from three-point range. Moutier's shot from behind the arc won't go. Two minutes gone by in the third. Phoenix is down by 4. Just gets it off in time as the shot clock's expiring. Moutier against Knight. The rebound. Gets a good look, puts it in, plus the foul. Danilo Gallinari picks up his second.
Second personal foul. The Nuggets are now in the penalty.
And that completes the three-point play. Gets the wide open look for three. Time winding down. That'll do it for the quarter as he fires it up. And that will end the third quarter. The Suns down by 1. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night basketball here on ESPN after the break. Fourth quarter set to begin. Can they possibly keep this pace up? What an offensive display.
Both teams have been offensive juggernauts so far in this game. And yes,
If they continue to get these type of shots, they will have a great opportunity to keep scoring the ball the way they have been. Stops are critical, though, to try to win this game down the stretch.
Fires with 2 on the 24. Ford, that's good for 2. He's 4 for 6 from the field.
In close games, you cannot allow the dribble to break you down and get right to the basket. The individual defender has to do a good job, but the help defense is late as well.
Counting, plus the foul.
That's big-time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
For Phoenix, Brandon Knight shooting 1.
Hits the free throw. 3-point play complete. Oh, terrific defense. Picks off the pass.
They couldn't have picked a worse time to cough it up, Mike.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Knight against Floyd from beyond the arc. Knight's 3-point shot won't go. Nice move at the rim.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Phoenix is leading Denver by a score of 28 to 26.
The assist from number 23, Yusuf Nurkic.
Oh, quick move, gets inside. Unable to flip it home. Wide open for 3. That's good. Denver's 4 for 8 from the perimeter.
Hey, that is great offensive execution. Keep moving the ball, search out the open man. They got the open shot, and they knocked it in.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Wow, he's open. Bledsoe's shot off the mark. Against Knight, gets into the paint, inside to the basket. Big offensive rebound. Freed's shot misses for 2. As we wind down the fourth, there's a timeout.
You're down late in the game, 1 possession game. What you need to do is not waste time. You've got to catch it and attack the basket, and then take the first quality shot you get.
Unintentional foul.
Defensive foul to number 2, Eric Bledsoe. That's his first personal foul.
And here's the double. Ref calls the foul. No choice there. They had to stop the clock.
They're in an enviable position right now. Up 1, 2 free throws. You make them both. You give yourself a 3-point lead, and you just have to defend the 3-point line at the other end of the floor.
Hits 1 of 2 at the line. The lead is now 2. And Jeff Hornacek calls time as this one's coming to an end.
And place your bid. Don't miss your
3-pointers. Bang! And a timeout call. Very little time remaining. The 3. It's good. Great play from Danilo Gallinari.
This has turned out to be one of the better games of the season, Mike.
They're really getting after each other on both sides of the floor.
Will it go for the win? Put this one in the books. The final score is 35-33. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets emerged victorious after a tight finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. The Suns are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Danilo Gallinari really stood out amongst the rest in this game. He led all players in points, providing the kind of offense that could not be contained. Just look at these highlights and tell me you don't agree. Most of his scoring came from long range, and that's the biggest reason why he led all players in points. The opposing defense just couldn't keep him from getting his shot off.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you